Hello, 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 everybody out there who may or may not actually be out there. How are you guys doing today? Are you doing okay? You having a fine, nice, uh, day out today? I cannot say the same. No, 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 not by a long shot. Today I went for a hike. A hike with the old folks. Well, they're not old. It's just what I call my parents. Uh, yeah, so we went on a hike and Jeebus, I'm completely swamped. Yeah. Man. I got beat down especially hard because the trail we ended up taking was, well, it wasn't long, but it was, uh, nuts. Sorry. Wasn't long. It was, what's the word for it? Time consume? No, steep. Steep is the word I'm looking for. It's very steep. Very, very, very. I think. I think. Yeah. There we go. I think we've managed to bring ourselves back up to. Uh, yes. There we go. I know why the internet was deciding to have a rubber band while I was wallowing in pain. uh, Either way, that's either near here nor there anymore. Uh, yeah, I went on a trail. Uh, Road was very, very, very narrow. Like, I mean, like, very narrow. Like, golly gee. Jumping Jeepers, Batman. Ah, it was so narrow. Uh, the worst part is I kept slipping because I tried staying to the sides, but for whatever reason, my leg would, I don't know, just happen to find itself on a crumbly bit and, well, step into it and everything goes down the mountain. Yeah, that was a bit of a drag. Yeah, bit of a drag, to say the least. At least I was wearing jeans and not shorts that day or today. Otherwise, I don't know. My leg would probably be, I don't know, have a couple scratches or something. I could definitely deal with it. But golly gee, Batman, was it tiring? It was so narrow, and the path is just so small that it's hard to. It was hard to actually get good footing. And the best thing you could do was put your feet to the side to try to stop yourself from sliding down. Not that it worked rather well. Man. Even now, I'm still. I don't know, but I still taste the goddamn dirt. I didn't eat the dirt, no duh. But I don't know, I just. I can smell it and I taste it right now. And what, like an hour later, I still taste it. It's disgusting, man. Man. Uh, uh, Recommendation: when you go hiking, make sure you get either a big, large stick, a cane, or actual hiking sticks. Because there's three of us. Two of us did not have a stick slash cane slash thing, and only one of us did. And the one person who did significantly better and was less worse for wear by the end of it all. While we had to, the other two ended up having to use their hands to kind of grapple onto, well, literally whatever we could. So we'd be able to pull ourselves up because by the end of it, we had exerted a lot, if not all of our energy. Oh, man. I would not have liked to take a tumble down the mountain, man. Uh, yeah, we ended up finding this little cave that was at the end of the trail. We didn't go very far into the cave because out of concern of waking up an animal, whether it be mountain lion, bear, or whatever. Yeah, because the mountains we got, occasionally there's a brown bear uh, that comes down and rummages around the homes. So yeah, that would not have been very very smart to do. I don't even know how do you even fight off a bear. Do you kick him in his bear nuts or something? Oh man, dude, kick him in the old honey pot or something. I don't know. I I don't know. I've never fought a bear before. I've never thought about fighting a bear before. I think bears are the ones. I think one of the bears, the brown bears or grizzlies or something, when they charge at you, you're not supposed to run. You're supposed to stand your ground. And well, maybe they'll. I think they're supposed to leave you alone, but I don't know if I want to try out that theory. So I did. We did not try that out. Here in California, there are a lot of trails. A lot of them are very, very beautiful. Whether you're taking trails that goes into like the mountains themselves, like I did today, or whether you're in a national park and you decide to enjoy the trails they have there. Sorry about the yawn. Look, this one's actually well deserved today. I'm more tired than I am usually. This one took a lot out of me. So I shall sleep for the rest of eternity after. Yeah, there are a lot of very, very nice trails. Like, I think one of the best ones, in my opinion, is if you're just looking for that pure forest trail. I highly recommend going towards Northern California, up to the redwood forest that we have out here. It's very, very beautiful. Uh, funny story. We ended up getting lost. Yes, yes, lost, but obviously not, dead or we don't have a series written about us about how we went hiking into the redwood forest. Thought it was going to be a trip, and then we ended up getting our asses lost and mauled by a bear, huddled by a river around a lighter or something. So obviously it didn't end up poorly, I guess. But either way, the redwood forest is very. If you're unfamiliar with what a redwood tree is, you may want to look it up. It's quite a sight to behold. It's rather really large trees, and yeah, they're quite nice. Yeah. Either way, so like at the redwood forest, they have these trails that are you could go on and follow and everything through kind of for the foresty area. When you first enter the redwood forest trails, it's clearly defined. They have wooden posts to keep you from going trampling through the forest and damaging the roots, I think, because I think maybe the redwood forest roots are fragile. I don't remember. I think maybe possibly. But either way, yeah, the redwood. Yeah, either way, you go there, you go look at these pretty magnificent trees on the trail, and then eventually you reach kind of this ending point, but at the ending point, it's like the end of the official quote unquote tour guide or something. And then you can actually, they have different paths that you can go, like whether you want to go down to the river, which for whatever reason we saw some dudes messing around with rocks, like trying to divert water or something. Maybe they're building a dam. I don't know. It was weird because they were doing it like I don't know. I don't know why they were doing it. It was just odd to see. Um, yeah, they just started kind of blocking rushing water on a certain area of the because the river is like pretty big. Yeah, it's not very deep, obviously, but they were stacking rocks to kind of, I guess, stop the rushing water from going and doing I don't know what. Didn't bother asking, but now that I think about it, I should have. Just out of the curiosity's sake. Well, either way, the redwood forest, like I said, very nice. They ended up or we like I said, they have these all at the end of the trail. They have a bunch of little trails that you can go and take. Like I said, to the river, more uphill, and then I think another one was just more flatland ish. Some slope, some escalation, but nothing like going straight up. Well, we decided to go straight up. We found some pretty cool stuff out there. Like we found a teepee made out of. Well, it was like in the style of a teepee made out of just log or sticks or logs or whatever entirely. Like it was pretty impressive. Whoever did it really, really put in the work. And there were like of them or something. And it wasn't like on a big path either. You had to kind of go a little off trail to see the things and visit it. So I don't know if they were there like intentionally. Like I know the park rangers put them up or something to I don't know maybe induce a vibe or something around the area. But whatever, it was really cool. We saw a banana slug. I had never seen a banana slug before. Not in real life. I've only seen them in television and images online. Yeah. Yeah. So either way, yeah, we saw a banana slug in the redwood forest. That's what you're curious about. Yeah. So either way, we ended up going and following this kind of path past the three teepees, and then we got semi. We were curious as to where we were. My mom was taking the charge, leading us. So yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe they should have put up a sign saying "Do not enter, do not go this way." Maybe all the foliage was a clear indication as to uh, us not continuing that way. Well, apparently someone didn't want to listen to the laws of nature and a kind of man-made path ish, and yeah, we ended up finding out that we were on the other side of the fence. Yeah, so we ended up back at the start of the tour and everything kind of ish. And we had to wait, and we waited for like one family to pass. They never like looked in our direction. Luckily, I'm pretty sure they didn't know we were there. And then once they kind of turned the corner, we had to hurry up, go and jump over the fence. And another family came right after we had finished. Oh no! Yeah, so we got kind of lost off the beaten path. Ended up going through area that supposedly they blocked off. But hey, we didn't see a block on the other side. How was I supposed to know? How are we supposed to know, man? I'm not psychic. I can't. I'm not the swamp thing that can feel, the needs of the forest or anything like that. So that's just kind of how our date ended. That one particular time because we've been there a couple times. Yeah, so we ended up galumphing through the forest unintentionally. I didn't mean to go off trail and do whatever irreparable damage to the environment that I did. But yeah, I'm blaming this one entirely on my mom. Look, she was the one in front of us. I was Batavi lad. Well, I think I was a teenager by that point. But hey, I didn't know. I didn't know, man. I was only a teenager. I wasn't an adult. I followed an adult, and that's what got me into it. Yeah, sorry. Man. Yeah, that's an experience I'm never gonna forget. There are a lot of other trails and stuff. Another one that's up north that's also really really nice. If you ever get the time, is called Point Lobos. Point Lobos has both a kind of foresty path, but I think the big emphasis is Point Lobos being right on the coast, being able to see out onto the ocean, and they have a couple beaches for you to go and visit. Like there's this one called China Beach. Yeah, it's called China Beach. I don't know why. Whatever. It was a nice beach. So either way, called China Beach, and the last two times we went, I wanted to go there because we had gone on China Beach and we enjoyed it. Because it was a nice little area, and for whatever reason, people really didn't go there. But it was open to the public. It's not like we, violated some, you know, code or order or something, something. It was open to the public, but not very many people went there for whatever reason. Maybe they wanted to go look and walk at everything else in Point Lobos because it's rather large. But yeah, China Beach. The last few times we went, we couldn't because they had closed it off because the seals, sea lion, whatever, sea lion. They're kind of cute in a yeah, they're kind of cute. Yeah, they had fenced it off, and because it was mating season for them. So apparently they would go onto the beach or the steps and just kind of do their thing while looking for a pretty girl to get with. Yeah, I know. I saw over there they have elephant seals. Elephant seals are really, really, really fat, like really, really fat, and their noses aren't like traditional. But for females, they have regular noses, but for males, their nose is kind of like a floppy elephant trunk. Hence, why it's called an elephant seal. And yeah, they make like a noise with it that's pretty loud as well. You can't miss it once you hear it. Yeah, I know. I saw one male, a big fat one, go up against another fat one, and they were like, they were like biting at each other, making each other bleed. God, it was a brutal fight. Uh, yeah, I didn't see it on television. I saw IRL, and it was like, whoa. It was so, I don't know. There's a difference between seeing something happen on television versus seeing something happen in real life. It's different. It's entirely different experience. Being able to see something go down rather than behind a screen and everything. They didn't fight for very long, but it was kind of brutal with all the cuts and everything. They were making each other bleed, and they were trying to. One was trying to go after the other one's nose, and it was just kind of brutal in itself. It was really, really. I don't know. I don't want to describe it as spectacular to watch. Interesting. It was interesting to watch, and it's something I won't forget. Yeah. So either way, back to Point Lobos. I'm getting slightly off track. I know. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So either way, yeah. Uh, yeah, they closed the beaches because the seals, I guess, were in mating season or they were raising their pups or something. Something, something. Yeah, did you know that seal babies are called pups? If you didn't before, now you know. The more you know with Reading Rainbow. But yeah, Point Lobos is very, very beautiful. Like I said, it's all on like a kind of coast line, like on the cliffs of the coast and everything. I remember we managed to see a whale out because it was kind of like Point Lobos had this kind of how would you describe it? Like there was an entrance to the ocean and there was like a little loop. Yeah, a little loop with water and everything, and we saw. I think there was a couple whales too, not just a single one. So I guess a semi pod of whales, a pod of whales. Yeah, it was pretty cool. They were very far away, but being able to see it nonetheless was very cool. Because I haven't seen many whales in real life. Of course, uh, wait a second. No, I can't remember if the last time I went to SeaWorld I actually saw one. I don't remember if they were there or they had, done away with it. I don't remember. It's been so long. But yeah, I haven't seen very many whales out in the wild. I think the other time I actually saw a whale out in the wild, it was Jeebus. I think it was uh sixth or seventh grade. Sixth or seventh grade. The middle school had taken the kids to go to Catalina Island. Why is it? Oh, damn it! No, no, no. Okay, is the internet stable again? I'm sorry, I don't know why this is happening. I've tried restarting the damn thing a couple times. I don't know why it doesn't want to take. Uh, yo, 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 Dero, 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 dero. All right. Yeah. I think that's it, right? No, no. Okay, I'll just assume. Yeah, so either way, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by an interruption in the internet. Yeah, sixth or seventh grade, the middle school had was offering kids a class trip, well, that grade trip for going to Catalina Island, and my ass opted to stay home. Oh man, whatever. I know. I probably should have. I don't know. I liked staying home back then. I wasn't much of a very out person. Hey, I know I'm not much one now, but I'm better than I was before. Okay, so you gotta take what you can get. So either way, even though we stayed home, we got to go to the Aquarium of the Pacific, which was pretty cool out there in Long Beach. The Aquarium of the Pacific. Da-da-da. I always like going to the aquarium and the zoo. They're very nice places. Well, either way, after we had finished exploring the aquarium, because I think we had to go around and collect stamps while looking at animals or something. I can't remember. I think that's what we had to do. So either way, after we had finished that, we they took us on a boat to go out in the ocean. It was pretty really cool because it was like kind of a bigger boat, not like yacht style, like like a rapper, or famous billionaire or something like that. Just like a kind of nice tour boat. Like kind of, I'd say maybe I don't know, smaller than a medium. If boats have small, medium, low, then ours was definitely like between a small and a medium. Well, either way, as we were going, boom, 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 boom on the water. We managed to see what are they? Dolphins. Dolphins were. It was like the movies with dolphins, riding, alongside the ships and everything. That was us. We had dolphins that were riding us alongside of us. They were bottlenose dolphins. They were really nice. It was cool just to see that happen in real life. So in a way, who really won? The kids who went to Catalina or me? uh, and not to top it off too. As we were coming back into the harbor, there we shut off the engines because we were watching a whale and her baby, a whale mama and her baby. A dingo's got the baby. A dingo got my baby. Yeah. God, I'm getting so off track. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. We shut off they had shut off the engines, and yeah, it was really nice being able to see a whale. That was probably uh, well, definitely that's the closest I've ever been to a whale out in the wilds. Look, SeaWorld doesn't count. There's a difference between seeing one, in the domesticated fashion, rather, as opposed to out there in the wilds of the ocean. It was really, really cool. It's an experience I'll never forget. And another reason why I'll never forget is because while the boat was going, I kind of tore out a large portion of my skin because of that boom, boom, boom. Motion. I mentioned earlier I fell down, and the boat had a bunch of little. I don't know, it wasn't smooth flooring. It was all like bumps and ridges. And yeah, my leg that fell onto it had started bleeding like a motherfucker. Yeah, it was all bloody and everything, and I went down. I was like, because there were the chaperones there, which I don't know were like college students or something. And I don't know what they were. They weren't that old. They weren't in their 30s yet. I think, if anything, it was like late mid. I would say mid 20s to early 30s or something. They were out of college. Definitely, they didn't have that college look on them. So either way, I went to them and I said, "Hey, I'm bleeding." And yeah, there's my leg all full of blood and everything. And they're just like, "Oh, we don't have anything for that." And the only thing I was thinking about was, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? I just supposed to bleed out on this voyage? And these people were no help at all. They didn't do anything. They just said, I don't know. Just put your hand over it. Just try to stop it from bleeding. Oh my god, these people were dips. Biggest dips I've ever seen. They just left me to bleed. I went to the. I ended up going to the bathroom and getting a bunch of paper towels and wrapping it around my leg. Or not wrapping it. I don't remember if I wrapped it around my leg. At least tried, because I didn't know how wrapping worked until I got to high school when I actually took a sports med class. But yeah, I tried like wrapping it. I think I wrapped it. I'm pretty sure. I tried wrapping it around my leg, and my leg there was enough blood coming out that the blood made this, the toilet paper end up sticking to my leg and everything. So here, my ass was sitting on the bow. That's the front, if you're unfamiliar with boat terms. Sitting on the bow of the ship with my leg just gushing blood, while the adults were just like, I don't know, just wait until we get back, then we'll slap a band-aid on it. It's like, this is a big thing. You're gonna need a bunch of bandages. Don't you have anything on the meantime? Apparently not. Yeah, so I just watched, and I think I ended up limping for because it hurt so much for like the rest of the day. I think. Oh man, it was just horrible, horrible. Jesus, I'll never forget it. Just bleeding while the adults watching, and like, I don't know. Just wait until we get back. But either way, that I don't know. I think if I had to take that injury again, being able to see dolphins and whales that close again, I'd definitely get the injury the injury again. Sorry, just wetting my whistle. Thing is, I took a shower, but for whatever reason, I still taste that dirt on me. Ah, disgusting. That's why we have water, folks, to wash it down. Or try to get rid of it, I mean. Oh, man. So, yeah, that was the whole thing. That's kind of, yeah, back to. Yeah, I know we got really, really sidetracked on that one. But yes, Point Lobos, they have some landmarks to go and look at that are nice. I think they call it Bird Island because, well, there's lots of birds on it. Of course, seagull, or like, water birds. No, what would you call them? Coastal birds. birds that live by the coast. So I guess coastal birds. It's nice to look at, but I recommend trying to hold your breath because, oh boy, does it smell! I remember one time I went to Point Lobos. I had worn orange shirt or jacket or long sleeve. I don't remember where. I don't have it anymore. I think I was like a lot smaller. But when I wore it for whatever reason, the seals were whenever I like kind of appeared in their view, they would go, do the seal thing, the and I was just, I don't know, I thought it was interesting. Why do they like the color orange so much? Did it infuriate them and that was a sonorous war cry? Or was it, did they think I was like the seal messiah coming to save them and they were afraid? I don't know, but it was just weird because they really didn't bark too much until I stepped into view. Somehow they managed to see me from all the way down there. Watching the seals just play in the natural habitat was fun too. Otters are also amazing creatures. I like watching otters. They're nice. They're very nice creatures. One place I would recommend you guys watch them. Let me pull it up on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's a live stream about otter. What's the name? Sorry. I know. Nuts. What's the name? Oh, what if I just put Sea Otter Stream? Monterey Bay Aquarium is where I watch my stuff. But you can go and watch whatever. They're all very, very nice creatures. Yeah, seeing otters play in the bay is also kind of an experience of its own. Because otters are very nice little creatures. Unfortunately, you cannot keep them as pets, by the way, so don't even try it. No, I'm not speaking out of personal experience. Why would I? Why would I ever kidnap an otter? Yes, yes, I know, weird. I'm trying to. I know this was about hiking, and then somehow we ended up talking about the ocean. Two entirely separate entities, really. Shit. There's this one trail. I don't remember the name, and personally, I don't want to go back and find out. Uh, it was during school. My father was leaving that day to go to. It was not. I don't remember. I think wherever it was far enough that the company that my dad works for was gonna pay for a hotel room for him to use whatever because it was something about training and something new training whatever. So either way, that day I decided to go with two amigos to go on a hike on a trail that we had no clue what was it about. Uh, yeah, we severely underestimated the trail. We ended up coming back battered and bruised and worse for wear. But the thing is, we said we were gonna go hike. We just were not sure where. And yeah, so we got backpacks filled with water, bottles and everything. I think no, I think one of them may have had like one of those camel backpacks, where it has like a water pouch and you grab the straw and you go and suck from it. And yeah, we thought we were ready, but this thing took forever. All the way to the top. It was pain and everything. I think we had gone too late. The sun was out, it was beating down hard. Some guy said, "Oh, are you guys going up right now?" He says, "You should have come earlier." That guy was a goddamn douche, and I would have kicked him in the nuts if I had, if it was socially correct. If I was not bound by the laws of mortal men. Yeah. Yeah, so either way, at the beginning it was all fine and dandy and everything. We were enjoying ourselves. But the more we kept going and the more inclined, the further or the more we became tired and exhausted, we thought, like, man, we should just quit. No more, no more, man. Yeah, we made it after such an excruciating journey. It was pain, nothing. I couldn't feel nothing by the time we got back home. When we got back to the car, everyone was tired, and we stood in the car for like 5-10 minutes, just trying to recover because my legs were so tired that I couldn't even press the gas, or pushing the gas pedal was a struggle all of its own. And not being able to hit the gas or the brake is something you don't exactly want to do when you're driving. So yeah, it was very, very painful. I'm never gonna go again. We ended up running out of water on the way up. Somehow we managed to go through all our water bottles. So by the way down, we had become mummified, dried out husks of our former selves. Ah, we were so tired at the end. And it was yeah, it was just a bad experience for us in general. When I got home, I wanted to take a shower. My shoes were all dusty and everything. My feet, I only wore one pair of socks. I think I should have worn two because I had blisters on the back on my heel and on my big toe. And yeah, this next part's not so pleasant. I guess I ended up bleeding from my toenails. A couple of them had blood underneath the surface, so it was kind of gnarly to see. My nails, which are normally normal colored and everything, all of a sudden be turned, kind of black, dark, really, really dark brownish and everything. And oh no, it was just the thing is, I asked, or yeah, I looked up online and I saw what the hell you were supposed to do with these things because as I kept kind of messing around with the nail, just because I don't know, maybe I was just like attracted to how odd it looked or whatever. So I just kept messing around with the nail, the toenail, and everything, and eventually, it kind of I guess I had messed around with the nail so much that the nail became undone. So slowly, I think I started messing around with it more and pulling at it at the same time to kind of get rid of that that nail. Oh no. It didn't hurt surprisingly. Surprisingly, it didn't hurt. I guess the blood had killed whatever the hell nerves I had tying it down. So, yeah, I didn't feel anything. So there was just that black toenail that was coming off of me. Black, dark brown toenail that was just coming off of me. And I just kept peeling and pulling it back. Hopefully that, I didn't pull it off all at once and I'd be in pain or whatever. But eventually, it didn't go all the way. It had just cut out whatever that dark part was. So I ended up. It's like you know how sometimes when you open a drink, like maybe it has like a little silver cover to it that you have to peel back. Yeah, one of those seals or whatever. It was like that. I had to, just kind of, just peel it back. And like I said, it didn't hurt. But now, one part of my toenail was fine, normal, the regular size that I know it as. And the part that I had ripped off, the toenail was kind of like almost gone, with a very very thin layer still there left behind, and it was just like a mass, like it was a noticeable indent, like a noticeable dip between that regular toenail that was left and where the bloody bit had been ripped out from. I can't even remember how long it took for the toenail to go back to normal. I think it took like a couple months. I don't remember. And frankly, I'm not about to try it again just to see how long it took. So, yeah, that was the first time I had ever gotten a bloody nail in my entire life. Toenail, fingernail, anything, just a bloody nail. A bloody nail in general. And yeah, it was just gnarly, 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 gnarly. That's the word that I can think of. That's the only word I can think about. Gnarly, just it being gnarly. Oh hell, there are a lot of other good trails that won't have you bleeding from your toenails here in California. I promise you that. I just happened to go on one that did. Uh, like let me think about this one because let me look up trails in California knows how to party. California. I think it was maybe a canyon trail. Oh, let me see. I think I may remember it. Yeah, Eaton Canyon. Eaton Canyon Hike Trail. God. Eaton Canyon is a nice trail. 1.4 miles, as it says here on the web's Google. I don't know. Things usually feel a lot longer with elevation. I don't remember if it elevated. But yeah, Eaton Canyon. Once you reach the end, has a nice waterfall. Like I mean, like it's a tall one too, and it has like a good body of water at the bottom of it waiting, and lots of people gather there and go swimming or enjoy the water and everything. Take a break before they have to go hike another 1.4 miles back home. Oh man. Eaton Canyon is, I think, for the majority of it, is a lot of flat land. So mainly it's just walking in nature and enjoying the whole, kind of bits of it and everything. Oh man, yeah, Eaton Canyon is very, very, very nice. It's probably they put it as difficulty medium. I'd probably say it's like one of the tamest ones out there. It's not particularly difficult. It's relatively easy to do. I'm trying to think of another one. People rate hiking trails. I guess it makes sense. Oh, Chantry Flats. That's another great one. This one I do believe has a waterfall at the end. Some dude left a review. Yeah, Chantry Flats. Chantry Flats. I've definitely been there. Chantry Flats is definitely one that I've been to a lot, and it's one that I do enjoy. It's one of the easier ones. It's a lot easier than Eaton Canyon. So if you're just getting into the whole hiking game, enjoying it, and you want to be able to develop and enjoy it rather than doing something insanely hard and coming to loathe the whole activity altogether, then I highly recommend starting off with Eaton Canyon. It's a very beginner level course. Like the most up and down you do is just getting using kind of like this broken because it's a pony trail too, a horse trail. Sorry, a pony horse, same difference. Either way, yeah, whatever. It. What is it? Horses are equines, right? Or equestrians? Equine. Yeah, equine. There we go. Yeah. So either way, shoot, what was I thinking about? Yeah, yeah. The hardest part about Eaton Canyon is just going up. When you first get there, you park, and to go down the waterfall path, you have to go down this black pavement because there are homes in Eaton Canyon for God knows what reason. I don't know why you have to go invade the forest. I've made this point before. Just leave nature for nature. You don't have to go and live in it. Other than like a regular ass tent. But yeah, these people have like homes out there. Not very big, but still, regardless, it's not something I really really agree with. So either way, yeah, the hardest part is at the beginning with this black pavement. Just going down and up on it is always the hardest part of Eaton Canyon. The rest of it is very very flat land with very slow in with a very slow incline or decline. It's very very tame, and honestly, a children can do it. And I don't mean that as like an insult, unless you say it's too hard, and then I hope you do take it as an insult. But yeah, it's very very easy. Anyone's able to do it. It's I don't know. It's not that bad, and the waterfall may not be as big or magnificent as Ethan Canyon is, but or as a shoot. What's the other canyon I talked about? Damn it, I'm forgetting my canyons that I just talked about. So this was Eaton Canyon, and shoot. Oh no, I've forgotten. Canyon. Let me see. No, Eaton Canyon. This thing's Chantry Flats. I think. Yeah, Chantry Flats and Eaton Canyon. Sorry, I'm getting everything mixed up. My head's not working so good right now. So yeah, Chantry Flats is the one with the waterfall, the easy one with the black pavement going down and up at the beginning with the homes that I don't really really agree with. That's the thing I'm talking about. That's the easiest one. So if you happen to live in California and you want to go start on your hiking, I don't know, hobby, enjoyment, whatever, then I highly recommend starting off with Chantry Flats, and then Eaton Canyon's probably once you're familiar enough. Eaton Canyon's definitely the next one you should be able to do. And then they have ones in Altadena, but those are a little bit more rough. They're a lot more difficult than either of those two. Yeah, they're definitely harder because one of them is the one I went on to. Like I said, footing was abysmal, high incline, high decline. Trying not to slip foot or left leg. Ended up slipping a couple times, and I had to hold on to whatever goddamn I had to stay there and not, tumble down the side. Yeah, it's kind of a. I don't want to discourage you, but I don't know. I'd say you have to be a little bit more careful in the Altatina path. Speaking of the Altadena, I went with a friend, and yeah, we were coming back, and some absolute mad lads were on their bikes coming down the mountain. And the thing is, like the side of the mountain wasn't exactly covered. Like there was no railing or guard or anything that was, it was just like the normal kind of drop off or slide off, you know. So if you went tumbling at that edge, then that was GG, game over, or at least or as at least you end up in the hospital for a while. I'd assume. But yeah, there's some goddamn daredevils that had it in their mind that it was an awesome idea to ride their bikes down the mountain. It was absolutely insane. Like my friend and I were talking about it as we were going down. After letting them pass and everything, it's like, don't you think like one little rock or something, one wrong move, that's it, game over. They go flying from their bikes, and they we'd have to call an emergency helicopter or something to come and pick them out or whatever. It's I don't know, just going downhill on something that doesn't have a lot of protection, isn't very big. I just don't know about that one, Chief. Look, look, I enjoy my thrills and chills occasionally, but I think that's suicidal, man. One wrong move, and I tumble for you, I tumble for you. And personally, I ain't gonna go tumbling down a mountain for nobody. I don't know why they decided that was a great idea. Uh, I know you're probably thinking like, man, those guys must have been mavericks. Big old heavy balls of steel and all that. But there's this one line from Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. A tough man likes to feel the rain on his skin. Yeah, and a smart one knows to get out of it, out of it. Yeah, it's kind of that scenario. A brave man knows, or a brave man goes down the mountain on a bike, and a smart man knows to avoid it. I don't know why. Who, like, how does that even get in your head to some point where you say, you know what I want to do today? What's that? I want to go down the mountain. Okay, that's fine. You can walk down on a bike. Can't be serious. It's okay. I want to do this. You're insane. Don't expect me to be here when you come back. Okay, I won't, but I will go down the mountain on the bike. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. One small, accident. That's it. Game over, man. Game over. I mean, they were slowing down and everything, and I think they even had they do the cyclist thing where they have their feet to the side or legs to the side, and they let it kind of drag, to stop them and not have them go with the full momentum of gravity and the decline and everything. So I guess it was a little bit better, but ain't no way in the world. Maybe only for all the money in the world. Are you going to get me to go on a bike down a mountain? It just seems too dangerous, man. Uh, it's a rough ride, and I ain't I'm not gonna get strapped up and everything. Wind up in a cast in a cast, yeah, in a full body cast and everything. Just because I wanted some thrill in my life to go, bicycling down the mountain. There's so many other things you can do. Go to Six Flags or go to Knott's Berry Farm or something. Go ride one of the faster roller coasters or something. Go enjoy yourself that way. Don't go down a mountain with your bike, man. It's just nuts. Don't do it, man. Uh, Of course, after each and every trail, you feel completely whoops. So either go eat out or something, or have something prepared. Have something prepared when you come back, because you're gonna be beat as hell, man. So yeah. Ah, the pain, the torture, the agony. When I came back, my feet ended up looking like goddamn Frodo's feet at the end of the Lord of the Rings. Minus the hairy part, mind you. Minus the hairy part. I mean, there's some, but not like Frodo bagging, not like a Hobbit feet, where it's like furry, but like it was all dirty and everything, dusty. I guess one layer of socks wasn't enough for this one because it was brutal. Ah, pain, panic, enjoyment, and exhaustion. Ah, you ever go on a hike? Don't go alone. You never know what's going to happen out there. I highly recommend you go with somebody, whether whether it be from an accident or an accident. You need someone to call and to get people to get you out, or be from uh what are they, animal attacks. That's right. My friend ended up the friend that I went with, the people with on the bikes, suicidal people on the bikes, ended up bringing a knife with him just because out of concern for, I don't know, mountain lion or whatever creature may have wanted to prey upon us that day. So yes, I highly recommend going with friends. It's also more fun that way. Being able to have someone to throw back and forth banter with, on the whole track of the journey and everything. And like I said, emergency services as well, but mainly to liven it up and have someone to talk to. Oh Christ. Well, I guess that's all. Uh, I hope. Maybe I don't know. Are you guys interested in taking hikes now, or have my horror story scared you out of it? I hope it doesn't off put you, because it definitely is an experience being able to get that close into nature and just kind of simply enjoy it as you walk and everything. Oh, hike. Hiking's walking, but with a big ass hill in the way. It's fun regardless. Like I said, go with your friends. Uh, Hopefully they all enjoy it too. It's a nice experience, something to do. That isn't playing video games for like the 100th and second time. Obviously, you're gonna be hurting, but that's kind of the relief. Being able to get home and relax after doing this, whole journey and everything. Well, either way, I suppose our time is just about up. So I hope you guys take a hiking trip soon. It's a good experience, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Have a great and amazing rest of your day. I'm gonna spend it relaxing. I don't know, maybe I'll take a nap after we finish. Maybe I'll just sit back and watch YouTube videos. Either one's fine with me, dude. Yeah, so have a great rest of your day. Make sure you go hiking with your friends or family, either one. Stay frosty, and I'll see you on the other side of the day. Adios, mis amigos. Have a great one.